Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Katie's Craft Corner. I am Katie, aka Kimberly. Hi, how you doing? If you have been subscribed to me for a while, yes, I have changed my channel name. I also want to say that I am sorry I've not been uploading anything lately, but it is tax season and I do taxes on the side. So I've been very, very busy, but tax season is almost over for me. So hopefully I will be getting back on a schedule soon. I do have stuff recorded that I could be uploading, but I'm a little worried about uploading it because every single one of them are unboxing videos. But I found some time to set aside to do this video, and I'm hoping I don't rush too much in it, but I've got a lot of information to give you and I don't want to make this video too long, so there may be a little bit of rushed information. But this video is basically going to be for beginners, for people who are wanting to try diamond painting for the first time, and it's information to give them that I wish I had known when I tried diamond painting for the first time. Just some little pointers and things that you should know to do or not to do when you want to start diamond painting, just so that you don't spend a lot of money in case you don't like it. Hopefully you will, because it is a fun and relaxing craft to do. Anyway, the first thing I'm going to talk about is what you should buy to start to try to see if you like diamond painting. I myself, my first items were just like these right here. They were keychains. And they were similar to this. They weren't these. You get these in packs of 4, 5, or 6. They are double-sided. If I remember correctly, I think both my packs were 5. And I did one in one day, one set one day, and then the other set another day. And I kind of knew I was hooked then. But one thing that I want to mention, my next diamond painting was a square, and it almost did me in. So if you're starting diamond painting, please do not start with squares. Start with rounds, start with rhinestones, special shapes. Do not start with a square diamond painting because they are a little more complicated. You need to be able to, well, they butt right up against each other. You've got a whole lot more leeway to like not place things exactly when you're doing special shapes, rhinestones, and rounds. You just don't have a lot of leeway and wiggle room when it comes to a square, and you want to be into it a little bit more, because I almost stopped diamond painting over that square. I bought it from my mother. It was a Christmas present. I had almost 6 weeks to do it, and it ended up taking me from like the middle of November until the end of January to do it, because it was so complicated for me, and drills were popping and everything because they weren't the best of drills. But if you do want to try a square to start off with, buy it from a reputable company. Don't buy it on AliExpress. Go to Dreamer Designs or Diamond Art Club. One of the more, there's several more. I will have some of them linked down below. I will also have some of these things linked down below. These are from AliExpress. You can also buy a lot of these from Amazon. I'll try to give links to both if I can find some of these on both. Anyway, like I said, keychain stickers, they're magnets. There are a bunch of small ones like this, as well as compact mirrors. It has, the 2 mirrors, it's only on one side. I have 2 of these right here as examples. Those are really good. They're really small. You will have to wait on this stuff to come from AliExpress. It can take anywhere from 3 weeks to about 6 or 8 weeks coming from AliExpress, since it does come from China. There are bookmarks. These are leather. You get the tassel and everything with them. And this is it's not really leather. It's a leather-like material. It feels like leather. It acts like leather. It's very flexible. You would probably want to seal this, because these on the ends especially will slide off. Sealing will be in another video. I didn't know anything about sealing to begin with, and I haven't sealed a lot of this stuff because I'm probably going to seal it in videos. Another item to get are these pencil cases. They have 2 openings on them, so they don't hold like our normal number 2 pencils. I always have trouble opening this little one. Give me just a second. Oh, this one does not want to open. There we go. You can put erasers and stuff up here, and this doesn't hold anything real big, much bigger than an ink pen. as you can see. A number 2 pencil, full number 2 pencil will not go in here. Mechanical pencils and stuff will. Or you can use these like we use them for. My mother puts needles and cover mind, or not cover minders, needle minders up here. And then she puts her DMC floss down here. And she throws this in her project bag and carries it with her when she wants to just take it like to the hospital when I have infusions and whatnot. And it makes a quick little like toolkit that she can just throw together and carry with her. Another thing that you can get are notebooks. This one is not done. This one is. You do want to be careful, and as you can see, I've been using this one, and make sure that it does have the lines unless you want a sketchbook. Otherwise, it will just be blank. There will be no lines. Used to, you could tell the difference because the notebooks or diaries or journals were 60 pages or more, and the art books or sketchbooks were 50 pages. Now it's getting to where some of these are 100 pages and 80 pages, and the sketchbooks are 80 pages. But if it says 60 pages, 99% of the time it's going to be a journal. That's what these are 60-page journals. This one was actually supposed to have been a pocketbook that I was going to show you, a wristlet like pocketbook, and they sent me this journal instead. So I've got a little fuss going on to them. I don't know if I will be keeping this or if they will want it back. If they do, they better pay for the shipping. But if they don't want it back, then I'm going to diamond paint this one, and I'll probably do it on a whip and chat. Another thing is calendars. It is getting kind of late in the year for calendars. This one came in a unboxing that I will be showing on here for a Diamond Club where you get monthly subscription items. Donnie, Diamond Painting by Donnie, has shown those. I've been getting some of them, but you don't diamond paint anything but the front. And I don't know if I mentioned this yet. I'm not giving prices on anything. That will be down below with the links if I remember to do it. If not, you can, of course, follow the links to get pricing. If I give pricing on everything, it's just going to take too much time. Another thing would be special shaped items like this that's just the picture. I have a dragonfly like this and a butterfly and several others, but it's just the picture and there's nothing in the background. When you're searching these on Amazon and AliExpress, you will be looking for special shaped diamond paintings or rhinestone diamond paintings. And sometimes on AliExpress, there are some companies that call these magic rounds. So you may want to look for that. But usually if you look up special shaped, you'll end up finding the magic rounds as well because they have that in their description. Another thing are these wall hangings. These are a little more expensive. Most of these items are under 10 bucks. These often run $10 or more. But you can get these. They come with the tassel, the frame, the entire works. You don't need to buy anything special for it. It's all included. This also came in that monthly subscription box that I will be showing eventually on my channel. Another thing that you can get is if you want to get it quickly and your Joann's in your state is still open. If you're out of the states, then you may need to find a different craft store to go to, but Joann's has diamond dots, so does Michael's, I believe. I got these from Michael's. I made these for a cousin to put in their little girl's room. I still got to seal them and then give them to them, but they've got these little things that come with the frames and everything. If you use a 40% off coupon at Michael's, I think one of those was $9.99 and one was $7.99. Using a 40% off coupon, it makes them much, much cheaper. They also have partials like this one. I'm not going to pull it out, but this is Lululama. She also has special shapes in here. These little red ones are special shapes, but everything else is just regular round diamonds. All of Diamond Dots are round diamonds, so it's a good one to try. This one is a square, but I'm showing it to you for the size. Anything that is 40 by 30 centimeters or less is a small diamond painting, and it's something easy for you to like just try, and they're usually inexpensive, especially on AliExpress. You need to go a little bit smaller to get the same kind of price. You can get one for under 10 bucks on Amazon, but it's probably going to be about a 20 by 20 or 30 by 30 or 25 by 30. But you can get them for under 10, maybe a little over 10. This one, I don't think I paid but about $4 or $5 for on AliExpress, but of course you've got to wait for it to come in. And right now they're taking a little longer to come in than normal. I'm not going to wrap this up completely, I'm just going to set it aside. I also got this off of AliExpress. It is a partial and it is a round. They are really easy to do because all you do is the tiger. This is similar to Lululemon. It's got a painted background, and then it doesn't get diamond painted, just the tiger does, or just the llama does on Lululemon. So I'm sorry I rushed through that, but I am going to link some of these down below if you're interested in any of them, and it also give you a starting point of where to find similar items. But those are the types of diamond paintings I recommend when you start out because they're inexpensive and they're going to be quick and easy to do. Now, hold on just a minute. I am going to set up for the next part of this, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. This is basically what you might get from kits that come in. You're going to get, I did not know in the beginning because it was quite some time ago when I first started diamond painting. I didn't know that all the kits came with diamond painting tools with them. And I bought tool sets and everything and spent a lot of money on it. So if you're a first-time diamond painter or about to start diamond painting, know that you will always get a kit. Typically from AliExpress, your kit is going to look like this. You're going to get a pink wax, a green bow. You might get some baggies, and you'll get a pink pen. Occasionally, you might get either a pair of aluminum tweezers or plastic tweezers. These are junk. I just recommend that you toss them. Don't even keep them. Sometimes these might be straight. These might come in a little bit handy for like picking up large gems for your special shapes. But they're not really going to come in handy for much. They're really not worth anything. The bags are usually really thin and flimsy, but for temporary use, they are really good. You will not get enough to kit up your entire order. I recommend you just work out of the bags that you have, pour them in here, and use some Scotch tape to seal them back up when you are finished. Just fold it up and seal it with Scotch tape, or if you have some little clips of some kind, you can use those. I don't recommend that you go spend a lot of money on kitting up unless you go to your dollar store and you buy stuff that only costs $1. Or you can, if you go to Hobby Lobby, you can get something like, excuse me, I'm moving my desk so things might shake a little bit. And I'm getting up. You can go to Hobby Lobby if you have a 40% off coupon and yours is still open, and order this and have them bring it out to you. This was $9.99. I got it for 40% off. I think it's 20 or 24 little Tic Tac like containers that come in it. As you can see, they look just like Tic Tac containers. They open just like Tic Tac containers. But you can get these. That would be the most I would recommend is spending $4 or $5 on something. But you don't need it, especially if you don't know if you're going to like diamond painting. Just work out of the bags. You might also, this is a diamond dots tray right here. It comes in gray, so this does come in other colors. Sometimes you might get one with a funnel like these. This one's kind of a little bit translucent, and then this is a gray one. And then you can also get them in clear and in white. You also may sometimes get multi-placers with them. There are different types. There are these solid white ones, and then there are the ones that are a little bit translucent. These are a little bit wider on the end than the solid white ones. I prefer the solid white ones because they seem to line things up a little bit straighter myself. But in the beginning, don't worry about it. Eventually, you'll start getting these in, and there are some people on Etsy who sell these, and I have one store linked down below that sells these. But don't worry about getting them until you know you like diamond painting. You will also get pink wax with every single order. Sometimes it'll be a little tiny square, which this will last you forever. It might be a larger square, or it might even be two squares together looking like a very large square, but they are two separate squares. This right here is a Star Ore kit. When Star Ore sends it, you get a white boat with a funnel, you get a pink wax, you get a clear pen. You might get one or two multi-placers, it just depends. And when I have gotten hers, it's been the plastic tip. You'll get a squeegee, and you will get a pair of blunt or curved, or some people call them, I forgot. But you'll get a pair of blunt tweezers with them. These are really good for doing rounds. If you like to try to use tweezers or want to try to use tweezers, I shake too much. I can't use tweezers. But I do use these to pick big ones up, and I do use them to pull diamonds off that I have like dropped on my diamond painting and they've got stuck in the glue, or that I put in the wrong place. This is a Diamond Art Club kit. With them, you'll get a clear boat. You may get multi-placers. They do send the ones that I don't prefer, but that's okay. I will still use these sometimes in a pinch. You'll get blue pen, a blue squeegee. You will get a few bags, but it will not be enough to do yours with. Oh, something with Diamond Art Club. Star Ore. She will send you enough bags to kit up. And her bags now actually have white stripes across them where you can write on them the DMC number, and then you can also draw on the shape that is on your diamond painting and the number, that everything that coincides with your colors, your DMC drills. I'm sorry, my mind's going blank. You can write everything on it that will help you keep up with the schematic that's on the side of your diamond painting and the drills, and be able to diamond paint. But she sends you enough bags to kit up with. Diamond Art Club does not. They usually send anywhere from 4 to 6 bags. It really depends. I've gotten different numbers. You get 2 heart-shaped waxes with them. Diamond Painting by Donnie. She has Drill Pen Frenzy on Etsy. She actually has heart-shaped containers that those can go into. This is a Dreamer Designs kit right here. With them, you get like 2 of everything. You get 2 of your boats with the funnels. You get 2 clear pens. You get 1 pair of tweezers. Sometimes in Diamond Art Club, when it's a square, you'll get tweezers like these as well. They are sharp pointed, and these will hurt you, so be careful with them. And I always put the cover back on them. You will get several multi-placers with them. With this kit, I got a 3-placer. This, I think, is a 6-placer, and then I got a straightener as well with this one. And you will get a bunch of baggies, possibly enough to do your kit up. It really depends. I haven't counted these baggies, and I haven't tried to kit up with one of theirs yet. And you will also get 2 of the little cups of wax. Diamond Dots also sends their wax in a round cup like this. And all of these waxes have a plastic cover on each side. If you aren't putting them inside of a container like this, keep that plastic cover on it, because it keeps the wax from drying out. But this is basically what you'll get in kits. So you will have everything you need. You'll have the tray, you'll have the pen, you'll have everything except for a way to kit up or put something to put your excess diamonds in. And like I said, you can take the bag for that. But I'm going to pause this and set up for the next segment, which is going to be showing you basically what you need to do to diamond paint, showing you how to load your pen and stuff like that. So hold on just a moment. Okay, I am back and set up. I have a couple of pens out here, and I have a array of trays out here with different types of diamonds in them. Now this is square, these are round, these are rhinestones, and then all of these are special shapes, of course. And I am going to show you basically loading the pen and how to do the trays. First of all, I'm just going to use the basic pink pen. You want to pull back the cover on your wax. And the first time that you load your pen, you want to do it at least 2 times. Just punch it through and twist it, and it will come out. You don't have to push it hard. You just push it through and twist it, and it will come out. And you will have an excess amount. You might want to push down on the end a little bit. You don't want to push all the way through to where you bust through the plastic right here, because if you get that plastic on it, you will not be able to diamond paint, because the plastic will stop you from being able to pick up the different diamonds. Now, when it comes to these really large ones, you can set them by hand. You can use the tweezers. But if you have a freshly loaded pen, you can pick up, and look, it's going to, I don't know if I got it loaded enough. It's going to lie, it's going to call me a liar right now. All right, there we go. If you got a freshly loaded pen, you can pick up these large ones. They are a little heavy, but see, there's one of the even bigger ones. You can pick them up if your pen is loaded enough and not indented a lot from doing the smaller ones. But you have to pick them up on a flat part of them, because they are faceted, as you can see. But if you pick them up in the middle of a flat facet, they will pick up no problem. They will drop off kind of easy, but they will pick up. These trays are not really made to flip these over too well, but they will flip over if you shake them a little bit, and you can just pick them up and drop them down. These, again, are a little too large, but you shake them a little bit. They will, because of the ridges, eventually flip over. They just don't flip over as well. But that's special shapes, or really special shapes. These are rhinestones. To shake your tray and get everything in there, you shake it gently side to side, and they will start flipping over. Some of them won't flip over right away, and then if you need them in a straight line to use your multi-placer, you just tap the end, or you can shake it gently this way, and they will start lining up. They may not all go down. These stick a lot, rhinestones do, so they may not all go down. But you just shake them gently, and then shake them the other direction, or tap them in the other direction, and they'll go down as best they can. These will probably go down better, especially the squares, because I know they're not sticky. I've got a dryer sheet, a little tiny piece of dryer sheet in there. If they're sticking together, that is something that you may want to do, is go get a dryer sheet. That will help with the sticking, or you can put them in the freezer. That will also help with the sticking. It's static that causes them to stick. And sometimes it's oil from where they've been processed. But when you're working, you want to keep the tray perfectly straight, and either beside where you're working or above or below where you're working, so that you're not moving too much, and you don't want to be twisting your hand, or you're going to get carpal tunnel. These are regular rounds. When you've got one with a funnel like this, I cover mine up by sticking it in my, like right there into my hand, and that way it covers up the funnel. Shake them side to side. Sometimes you might want to bounce it around a little bit, or tilt it around a little bit. And then I take mine and I hold it this way, and I start shaking it this way to get them to come down. And I shake it very gently this way, or else you'll start flipping them all over. But that gets them to come down in straight lines, and then you can use your multi-placer with it. And then same thing with squares. This is my favorite kind of boat to use, the one that has the ridges that come up into the funnel a little bit. If you look at the difference, this one does not have them coming up into the funnel. These ridges, move those out of the way, these ridges go straight across right here, and then these go up. There's one that stuck to the bottom right there. And again, I put it in my hand. Some people might cover it with their fingers. I put it in my hand because to me this is more comfortable. Shake it side to side, get most of them to flip over, and then I'll shake it this way to get the ones that didn't flip over to come down here and rest against the end, and then most of these are in a straight line right there. Now, if you're loading this for the first time, again, you're going to want to do it several times. You just punch in a good spot. These will not cut through the plastic like these will, like the sharp tips will. And you may want to do it more than once the first time, just to make sure you get plenty in there, because this is a rather deep pocket. And when you get it full, shave it off with either your fingernail if you can. You can put what you take off back on here. Or you can take a pair of those tweezers that I told you to toss away, like right here, and just use the edge of one of those and scrape across it. Whatever you want to do. Now these right here, this tip will wear out. The one that's clear doesn't. These are kind of a soft plastic, so the more you use them, they start taking on the shapes of the drills that you're using. And that wasn't a good pickup right there. That one actually helped put the imprint in my wax. But they will take on the shape of the drills that you're picking up. But then once you get it shaped, you can see how straight they are in this. That's the reason I like these, because it really, especially for square, keeps them in a really nice straight line and has them butted up against each other. The others, they're not quite that well at doing that. I should have pulled one out with that tip on it before I started this. And I put all of those tips up. Here, this one has a 3-placer on it. I'm going to load it up a couple of times and then scrape the end and put the excess back. And as you can see, they're just a little bit off. I'm still going to do it one more time. Now that one did much better. Typically it doesn't do that well, but it is a little bit. And that little bit right there can make a difference if your drills are not really well made. So if you can see, it's just a little bit curved. Whereas this one, when I pick them up, they seem to be a little straighter. That one's not on there too well on the end. There we go. They're a little bit straighter. All I did was push that one down a little bit. But these seem to be a little bit straighter, where this one has, that middle one is this way, just the tiniest bit. If your drills are not really nice drills, if they have slight tabs or anything, that will cause you a big headache. But straightening them is not that hard to do. You don't even need to buy a special straightener to begin with. You can use a gift card. If you have a pot scraper in your kitchen, that's what my first straightener was. I went and got one of our extra pot scrubbers and pot scrapers. I mean, you know, the little plastic square pot scrapers. I went and got one of those and used it. And then I started using a Walmart gift card. Those will work temporarily until you know that you like diamond painting. And then you can go and buy a straightening kit from Amazon or AliExpress. But again, you just shake it slightly. You want to keep your hand over it because they will come out that funnel. And then you shake it down this way, or you can tap it down that way really softly. But sometimes you make them go out of alignment when you tap it if you aren't careful. But that gets them all in a row. Again, the rounds, you want them kind of all in a row because you can multi-place the rounds as well. See, they will pick up very nicely in both of these. One pointer, if this is this kind of straightener that you have, you can see it's just a little bit more crooked than this one is. But if this is the one that you have and you are trying to multi-place and you're having trouble with them going in a straight line, if you will take it and put it down on your drills and then push it right up against that ridge, just slightly. You don't want to push it hard, but push it right up against that ridge. And see, I pushed too hard. I don't like those trays, but get it in there and push it just a little bit up against that ridge. And I moved it when I picked it up. And of course, I'm saying this and now I can't even do it myself. Push it gently against that ridge. They will get a little bit more straight. See, that's more straight. But you have to practice that a little bit. I haven't done it in a while because, like I said, I use these. I don't have to worry about it with these. You can almost always just pick these up straight up, and they're almost always straight. That one again is lifted. It's not pressed down very well because I'm not putting a lot of pressure. The more pressure you put, the deeper the grooves will get in multi-flosher itself and in the wax, and then the quicker the wax wears out. So if you press really hard, your wax is going to need to be filled more often. If you press gently, then it's not going to need to be filled as often, because it's not going to create as deep of grooves in the wax, and it's not going to push it down as much. And when you place them, you're not going to leave as much wax behind on top of the drills when you're placing them, because when you place really hard, you start leaving wax behind on the drills. So pick them up and then place them really gently, and they will stick easily. But try to start off in the habit of doing it gently. That way you don't leave the wax behind, like I said. And it makes it a little bit easier to diamond paint. It's easier on your hands. You don't cramp up as much or anything. But those are my pointers for beginners. How to do the tray, how to load your pins, the different types of drills, and the types of diamond paintings that I recommend. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to have more beginning videos or beginners videos and training videos coming out in this series. So I hope you will stick around. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment down below. Let me know what you liked about it. Let me know what you'd like to see in future videos. If you have not subscribed or are not subscribed yet, please subscribe and click the little bell so that you know when I upload, since my upload time is, since I don't have a set date that I upload right now, and I don't know if I ever will, because I do suffer from some autoimmune diseases that make it to where sometimes I just can't do it, and I have migraines, and sometimes I just can't stay on that schedule. But I do hope you will come back and watch another video. I will upload as often as I possibly can, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.